Today we will learn about the line follower robot. We will discuss the following points. IR sensor as infrared sensor module is the main part of the line follower robot, so we will discuss the working in detail about IR sensor, working of the line following robot, its coding logic, its code, and finally the Proteus simulation. Infrared sensor working. This is the diagram of infrared module. Here it can be seen that here is an infrared emitter and also it is known as transmitter. Basically this LED will transmit IR waves, and then there will be an object. Now if this object is bright or this object is white, then this will reflect back the IR waves sent by this LED, and this will reflect the LEDs back toward receiver LED, and receiver will sense that IR waves are received. So this build the logic. One at the output terminal, 1 means high. And similarly, when the object is black, i.e. it is a black object, it will, as you know, that black color absorb light waves. As infrared waves are form of light waves, so when a black object is placed in front of infrared waves, these waves are absorbed and nothing back is reflected toward the infrared receiver. So in this case, a logic 0 is built on the output. So remember this, whenever you place a black object near an infrared sensor module, it will give logic 0 at the output terminal. Why? Because all the infrared waves have been absorbed by the object because it is of black color. And whenever you place a white object or a white color in front of infrared sensor module, then it will give logic 1 at the output terminal. Why? Because it will reflect back the infrared waves toward the receiver LED, and receiver gives 1 at the output. Now moving toward block diagram of the line follower robot. This is the basic block diagram of the line follower robot. As shown, there are two infrared sensors. One is left sensor and one is right sensor. These two sensors will be interfaced with a microcontroller or a decision making device. This can be any microcontroller. So these two sensors will be act as input for the microcontroller, and based on the signals sent by these sensors, the microcontroller will take a decision either to move left or right or to go straight or stop, and this decision will be sent to conveyed to motor driver IC, and based on this motor driver IC, these motors will be moved, i.e. turned, stopped, left, etc. Why we don't connect motors directly to the microcontroller? This is because as the output terminal of the microcontroller, we have a very little amount of current, such as 1.5 milliampere or etc. But to drive a motor, we need a large amount of current which cannot be provided by microcontroller. So usually we interface microcontroller with motor driver IC, and the output of motor driver L293D, the motors are connected. So in this way we connect motors, and I am again repeating, two sensors are input to the microcontroller. Microcontroller will monitor the signals sent by these sensors, and based on the signals sent by these sensors, microcontroller will take the decision in which direction we have to move the motors. Now moving toward the working logic of the code and the basic working of line follower robot. This will help us to build a coding logic for our line follower robot. Suppose this is a path which is to be followed by a line follower robot. Then, as we know, we have two sensors. We have two sensors which will monitor the line and send the signal to microcontroller. So consider this line, and these are the sensors. One sensor is there and one sensor is there. These two sensors will sense the line and give respective high and low voltages, and based on these voltages, microcontroller will turn the motors left or right depending on these two signals. So when line follower robot is moving here, then both sensors will give logic 1. Why 1? Because none of the sensors is above the line. In this case, we have to keep our robot moving straight. So when it's come there, and when this sensor is above the line, then this sensor will give 0 and this sensor will give 1. Why this sensor is giving 1? Because this is on the white surface. Why this sensor is giving 0? Because this is on the black surface. At this situation, we have to move our line follower robot to the left. How to will we move left? We will turn the right motor on in anti-clockwise direction, and we will stop the left motor. In this case, our microcontroller will turn in left direction, and at this point where both of the sensors are above the line, so both sensors will give logic 0. In this case, we have to stop our robot. So based on this working explained, we can make a truth table depending on the output of both sensors. Now based on this working explained, we can make a truth table of our logic. So here is the truth table. When both sensors give logic 1 to microcontroller, this means that both of the sensors are on the white line and the black line is in the middle. So we have to keep our line follower robot moving straight. How to move our line following robot straight? By moving both of the motors in anti-clockwise direction, i.e. Giving 0 1 to motor 1 and 0 1 to motor 1. If I give 1 0 to motor 1, it will move in clockwise direction, but to move forward we need to keep our motors in anti-clockwise direction. So given 0 1 to left motor and 0 1 to right motor, this will move both motors in forward direction. Now when the left sensor is giving logic 0 and the right sensor is giving logic 1, what is this case? This case is that left sensor is sensing the black line. Now as left sensor is sensing the black line, this means that we have to turn left. Now how to turn left? To turn left, we have to stop the left motor, i.e. give 0 0 to the left motor, and we have to move right motor in anti-clockwise direction. By this concept, our robot will turn left. Similar is the case with right turn. And finally, when our robot give logic 0 0, now what is this case? This is this stopping point. At this point, both of the sensors are on the above the black line. This is the point where the path ends and we have to stop our robot. So to stop our robot, we have to give 0 0 logic to the left motor and similarly 0 0 logic to the right motor. This truth table will be implemented while coding. We will monitor, we will set these two pins at input pins of microcontroller where these sensors will be connected, and we will continuously monitor these sensors inputs to the microcontroller, and based on these inputs this truth table will be implemented and the motors will be turned left, right, straight, whatever. So now moving toward our coding logic. Now this is the code of line follower robot. I will explain each and every step one by one. At pin 1.0 is input pin. Why it is input pin? It will read output of the LED sensor. So I will connect left IR sensor module to the this pin P1.0, and on P1.0 it is also an input pin. Why input pin? Because I will connect right infrared sensor to this pin. So these two pins of the microcontroller are input pins, so we have to keep them on logic 1 at the start of the program to keep them to set them as input pins. Similarly, these two pins P2.0 and P2.1, these pins are output pins. Why output pins? Because these will connect it to the right motor. And similarly, P2.0 and P2.3 are output pins. Why output pins? Because these pins will drive the left motors. So first we have to set our input pins. At these two pins sensor is connected. Similarly, we have to set our output pins. At these pins motors are connected. So to set a pin to output output configuration, we have to clear it. So moving logic 0 on these pins. Now moving toward main working logic, as this is left sensor input, this is right sensor P1.0, P1.1. So what we have to do? We have to monitor P1.0. In our code, we have to monitor P1.0. Either it is set or it is not set. We have to monitor it using JB instruction. Now, when this pin is set, we have to monitor the P1.0. Either this is set or this is cleared. Similarly, When this pin is not set 0, we have to monitor pin 1.1. Either this is set or not set. Similarly, we can make the following diagram. If this column is for P1.1 and suppose that it is set, then we have to monitor P1.1. Either it is set or it is not set. And then we have to monitor P1.0 again. Either when it is 0, then this pin could be 0 or this pin could be 1. So we have to implement this functionality in our coding. We have to monitor one pin, and if this pin is high, we have to move on a certain label. In a certain label, we have to check this pin. If this is high, move to certain label. And similarly, if this pin is low, we have to check these two pins again. So now moving toward coding. Now this is the coding written on Keil software, and we have to monitor both P1.0 and P1.1, and depending whether pin is high or low, we have to implement the above truth table. And this is our code. This is our Proteus circuit. This is 8051 microcontroller, and microcontroller at the input pins I have connected left sensor, this sensor, and right and output of right sensor, i.e. this pin. So these two pins, this pins and this pins, are connected to input of the microcontroller, and at the output of the microcontroller I have connected a driver IC, motor driver IC, and to the output of motor driver IC we have connected our left and right motors. So checking whether it is implementing the desired functionality or not, I am simulating the project. So now at this case 0 1 sensor, what should our microcontroller should do? 0 1 means that left sensor is above the black line, so we have to turn left, and to turn left what we have to do, we have to stop the left motor. So check that left motor is stopped, and what we have to do with right motor, move it in anti-clockwise direction. So this is moving in anti-clockwise direction, so our robot will turn left. Similarly, when we have to turn right, when the right sensor will give logic 0 and the left sensor will give logic 1. In this case, we have to turn our robot right, and to turn our robot right, what we have to do, we have to keep the left motor moving in anti-clockwise direction, and we have to stop the right motor. So as you can see that this motor has been stopped and this left motor is running, so the robot will turn right in this case. And when both sensor will give logic 0, then the robot should stop. As seen here. And when the both sensor will give logic 1, then both motors should move and the robot should move in forward direction as seen here. So guys, this was the working of line following robot, and I have tried to explain my best. If you have any doubts, you can tell me in comment section. I will try to clear your doubts individually. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel.